Best bets on a 16-3 run, same game parlays on a 14-6 run. We've got several more coming your way. Our best bet of the day is hitting 7 out of 8 games, and actually our same game parlay is going to be in that exact same game. Welcome everyone to the Prop Line. I'm your host, Andy Lang. This show where we dive deep into the props markets. It's my belief that the props markets and the more under the radar sports are the best way to build your bankroll in this business. So let's get into it. No time to waste. We got some Masters props coming up for you as well. Let's do our same game parlay of the day. And we're going to go to the Nuggets and the Grizzlies. And if you guys have been watching and following the show, and I hope you have, because these bets have been hitting at a pretty incredible rate. We've been using these NBA tanking teams and building around the alt spread of the opponent that is in the playoffs. And this game actually means a little bit of something to the Nuggets. They've won a bunch of games in a row, and they're still, they need wins to keep that 3 seed. So we're going to start with the Nuggets -9. We're going to have Cam Johnson to make at least 2 3-pointers, and we'll have Jokic to have 18-plus points. What do I like about this? Well, the Grizzlies, they've lost 5 straight by 11-plus points. Cam Johnson's at 2+ 3-pointers in 7 out of his last 8. And last time these teams played, he hit 5 of them. And Jokic has had 26 and 29 points the last 2 matchups against Memphis. And look at who Memphis is starting. I'd be impressed if you had heard of every guy that Memphis is starting these days. So 9 out of the last 10, Jokic has gone over this point total. And these games have been monster points being put up by the Grizzlies opponents. And we'll get to that with the play of the day. So that is going to be your same game parlay. Again, Nuggets -9.5, 2+ made threes, and 18+ points from Jokic. I actually did another same game parlay. I didn't realize it was a day game, so I can't use it as the official play. But I did the Dodgers money line and Ohtani to have 5+ strikeouts. If you want a little sprinkle on a day game, I'm just fading this Blue Jays team. They've lost 6 straight. They have tons of injuries. Their bats are cold. They have 3 runs total in their last 3 games. The pitching's been awful, giving up 34 runs in those games. And Ohtani, 5+ Ks. Yeah, he had 6 in his first start, and he wants the Cy Young, and they're going to leave him in longer. So I would expect him to pitch some innings. So those are going to be your same game parlay. But the one we'll count for the record will be the Nuggets and Grizzlies. All right, let's get to the play of the day. And we're going to go with Nikola Jokic. We mentioned that this is going to be in the same one. I'm going to focus on his assists. He's just been fantastic in this category. He's gone over in 7 out of 8 games. He's getting 19 potential assists per game. A lot of these are just wide open shots. And this skeleton crew from Memphis, they've given up 124+ points in 6 straight games. And Denver has won 9 straight. Their lowest point total in that stretch is 116. Most of these games, they're putting up well over 120 points. So this is just one of those, it's just one of those situations where you got a Nuggets team that kind of needs to win and a Memphis team that's just completely, thrown it away. I would say Jokic potentially still in the running for MVP. Wemby hurt now. It's probably going to be SGA, but I don't think Jokic and the Nuggets are the kind of team just to lay down for no reason. So, all right, we're going to get to the market watch. While we're doing that, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, tell you what you like below. I got a few plays to go over, and then we'll go over some Masters props that I think are pretty decent. So before we do that, I do want to tell you guys, we're running really, really hot. We're all over the leaderboard. Number 1 last 3 days, number 3, 7, number 130. So if you want to jump on board while we're in this really, really good stretch, and I've checked the percentages, I do believe it's sustainable. I think we got a good week or 2 ahead of us. We're still running the buy 3 days, get 3 free. Lock it in today. That way you get all of the Masters plays. The Masters starts tomorrow. All the pre-tournament plays will be up later tonight. You're also going to get our NBA plays. NBA play hit again on $5 Tuesday. Thank you to everybody that joined on that play. So that's 11-4 run. Tennis, we hit our 4% tennis play. We've got another one that goes off early tomorrow morning. So grab that. That's a 12-3 tennis run. So all sports are hitting really, really good. So buy 3 days, get 3 free. We got a big stretch ahead of us. College basketball, everything's over. No, we're just getting started. So that's over on the specials page, where you can get there quicker with the shortcut wt.buzz/AL. All right, market watch. let's go to the Guardians. This is an early game. Guardians under 1.5 in the first 5. We talked about this yesterday. Reagans for Royals gave up 4 runs in his first start, but then 0 earned runs against Minnesota in his second start. Guardians tied for last in MLB with 3 runs scored average per game. And this went under yesterday. So, all right, we're going to go to Sharks and the Oilers. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the Brewers. Brewers over 3.5 on their team total. I know they lost 3-2 yesterday, but that was to Crochet. The game before that, they scored 8 runs. They absolutely torched the Boston staff in that game. Sonny Gray, a little shaky. Sonny Gray, 4.5 ERA, giving up 10 hits and 10 innings, and this is the 3rd best offense in MLB. A lot of batters have had success in the past against Sonny Gray. Now we'll go to NHL. Sharks and the Oilers. Alexander Wenberg will have a point. He's got a point in 7 straight games. The Sharks, they've won 5 out of 6. They're averaging almost 4 goals per game in that stretch. And the Oilers, they've lost 2 straight. They gave up 5 and 6 goals in that one. And Wenberg is at a point in the last 2 head-to-heads. So we're actually going to take a player on the Sharks to have a point in that game. And also in the Dodgers, I think the books don't know what to do with the outs props for Ohtani. They have him at 17.5, and I know he wants the Cy Young. I think they leave him in for 6. So he went 18 outs last game, and this is tricky because if the books put up 18.5, I think you're taking the under. But if they put up 17.5, unless he's got a low pitch count, they pull him right after 6. So interesting what to do here. But with 17 outs on the Ohtani prop, I'll take the over. All right, let's do some master props before we wrap up. Someone sent me a message. Will there be a hole-in-one minus 150? So I went back and looked. From 2017 to 2022, there was a hole-in-one every year. We haven't had one since. I don't want to use the we're due, but we're kind of due. The weather is going to be pretty nice, and you got a stacked, loaded field. It only takes 1. So I would say it's not a terrible bet. Minus 150 on will there be a hole-in-one? Not a bad bet. Some round 1 scores that I've got my eye on. I have not played these yet, but these are 3 guys that I'm focusing on. Jake Knapp, under 72.5. This guy has played here before. He's got 4 rounds of experience, and this is the 3rd best total strokes gained player in the field. Shane Lowry, over 72.5 for round 1. Guy's game is just blown to smithereens. The irons are literally the only decent part of his game. He's not that long off the tee, and that's going to be a disaster around this place. And Brian Harmon, over 72.5. I believe he's got a late tee time, which I don't like on Thursday. And that's a guy that just cannot drive the ball very long off the tee, and it costs him here every year. He just can't leave himself good approach shots. So interesting one. It's minus 184, but the top Irish player, Rory McIlroy, all he has to do is beat Shane Lowry and Tom McKibben. It's minus 184. It would take a flare-up of the back injury or just something catastrophic happening. But Rory McIlroy, in his defense, you're gonna have to wheel him off the course. So I do not think that Rory McIlroy is going to lose to Shane Lowry and Tom McKibben. So the cut line, that is up on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Myself and Jan do a very deep dive into the Master. It's only about 35 minutes. We get a lot done in a short period of time. So you want the full breakdown, go check that out over there. Again, please hit the like button. We've got 4% NBA, that's up, 4% tennis, that is up. We've got 3% MLB, that's in one pack if you just want something for tonight. But really, what we're recommending is the buy 3 days, get 3 free. It's an absolutely no-brainer with how good we've been running. So thanks very much for watching. Good luck on your bets. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.